Well, good morning. Good morning. This is Coffee with Carol. And today I want to talk about pressure. Pressure, because the pressures of life seem sometimes to be daunting and overwhelming. We could have pressures of money, pressures of relationships, pressures in our jobs and careers. And sometimes it's pressure of success. Sometimes things are happening so fast that we don't know how to control it or what to do, right? James 1, 2 through 4 says, "Consider it pure joy, my friends, when you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." Perseverance is, by definition, the continued effort to do or achieve despite failures, difficulties, and opposition. Are you persevering? Are you pushing through? Or are you pushing to try to control it? I wonder sometimes what's going on there, right? So typically when we feel the pressure, it's more when our routine is disrupted or interrupted. For me, the once every 6-month dentist appointment, that can throw off my entire week. You get that unexpected visit from a neighbor while you're in the middle of cleaning, or you're in the middle of something and a family member needs you to do something for them. So you have to stop and get back to it. Yesterday, the simple act of trying to do my book work ended up in a trip to the bank and a solution not working. And then me deciding I'm going to open up another account. It's just so much all at once. How am I going to get it all done? And in the time that I need to get it done in. You feel like you get behind instead of ahead. You feel like you are not on track anymore, right? One day of no exercise can turn into 2 days to 3 days for me, because I get caught up in something and I get frustrated and I get overwhelmed and I think, oh my gosh, things are just falling apart. You can see clearly how it all happened. I mean, there's rationale for it, there's justification for it, but it doesn't stop the pressure from building up inside of you. The feeling of wanting to just sort of stay in bed and pull the covers over your head and wait until the feeling passes, and then you have your motivation and your passion back, right? But you can't because you have commitments and you have responsibilities. And when you're the entrepreneur, the call to HR goes something like this: "Hi, I'm not feeling good today. I think I'm going to stay home." Okay, hang on a second. Hey, she says she's not feeling good. Really? But she's okay. Well, she's the boss. She can do whatever she wants. Yeah. Does that mean I get to stay home too and not produce anything? Does that mean that the bills don't have to get paid? And wait a second, who's going to handle the clients? And who's going to handle the questions? Oh no, I don't think we can close. Yep, she's coming in. At least that's the conversation that goes on in my head. When we're faced with pressure from all around, we tend to start sorting the levels of pressure, right? And putting them in order of priority. Okay, well, this has got to be done, and this can wait till later this afternoon. And oh my gosh, I've got to get this done right away. And we focus more on the challenges with even more purpose and intention. We get really caught up in all the things that have to get done or all the things that we didn't do, right? That's the wrong answer, my friend. That's the wrong answer, because this answer will always create more stress. It will always create more stress. So instead of that, as you've heard me say before, we've got to pause. And I've learned that in general, if things are going pretty well, if there's no real issues happening, if my bills are paid and the food is available and my health is good, there's work to do maybe. There's no immediate insurmountable problem, then I should be really celebrating, because God's doing something big, and it's something really, really big. Otherwise, I wouldn't be pressed down like this. So I've learned to change that up and start to look at it as an opportunity instead of a challenge or an obstacle. So it's more like, just stand up and break that weight off, because the weight is actually a lie. So just get up and just get going, girl. You got this, right? Laugh in the face of adversity. Ha ha ha, I am not dealing with you today, right? But then there are times when the issues that we're facing are much more difficult than that. A severe illness for us, or maybe one of our family members, the loss of income, or the loss of a job, or the loss of a relationship, or the death of someone. And these can feel even more challenging. But guess what? The process is the same. You pause. You have to pause, because if you continue to focus on the issue, it will take you down. It will take you down so far that you might not be able to get back up, or at least you may think you can't get back up. So instead of taking you down that road, just drop to your knees, release it all into God's hands, ask Him to take it away, turn some praise and worship music on, cry if you have to, but find reasons to be thankful. Find reasons to have hope. The devil wants you to feel hopeless and without any faith. He wants you there. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord. Every morning, new mercies I see. All I have needed, thy hands have provided. Great is thy faithfulness, Lord, unto me. I love that song. Turn it on, turn it up, sing it out. Practice speaking out loud the promises of God. God goes before me. He makes a way where I don't see a way. He fights for me. God never lies. His love is real. He sees me and he keeps his eye on me. He won't leave me alone ever. He understands my pain. Again, go back to James 1:2-4. Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of any kind, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance, the ability to make it through any difficulty or trial. Ask yourself, what is one thing that I can do right now to shift my focus from the problem to the solution? To shift my focus from the heaviness of the situation to God's peace and grace. Ask God, what do I need to learn? Where do I need to grow? And what needs to change right now in this moment? Whatever consumes your mind will control your life. When you fix your thoughts on God, He fixes your thoughts. I'm sure you've heard those things before. But are you praying to God and keeping your mind on other things? Are you really focused on Him, or are you simply, trying to multitask? You got to really focus on him. Get to the point where you're focusing on your breathing, because you are only breathing because he is in you. Every single breath you take comes from him, and without him, you have no life. So push all your other thoughts aside and say, God, I want only you in this moment. Show me how to depend on you and only you in every single second of my day. Show me how to focus on you alone. I am desperate to put you first. My friends, you have to become obsessed with who God is in order to overcome and surmount these challenges that we face in life, the pressure that we have. What is simmering? What is simmering in your pressure cooker? You've got one inside you. What is simmering in there? Are you simmering and cooking and developing God's word in your life? Or are you allowing the uncontrollable issues of life to sit in that pot and simmer and depress you and destruct you? You get to decide. Either God does the how and you do the do, or you do the how and try to do the do by yourself. I say God does the how and I do the do, but you have to make a choice. What do you say? What do you say? Pause, reflect. Let God do his job. He does the how and you do the do. Make it a great day. And I'll see you again tomorrow.